Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel. It's Monday. Wasn't I here on Wednesday? Oh man, Thursday and Friday are a blur. I gotta tell you, the only real symptoms that I deal with my cancer is extreme fatigue. That and hot flashes, but those don't really have any real side effects other than I get hot, I towel off, I move on. It's over in like 15 minutes, but the fatigue on Thursday and Friday, it just hits me at a certain point in the afternoon, and I just have to lay down. And some days I wake up in an hour, some days I wake up in 4. And Thursday and Friday were just really bad. So I think I laid down around noon each day, just because if I don't lay down, I'm going to fall down. It's just ridiculous fatigue. It's crushing. And so I laid down at noon on Thursday and I didn't get up till 4:30. And by that point, it's just like, I don't have enough time to do anything video wise. And then Friday was the same. So I started feeling better on Saturday and I felt pretty good ever since. So getting back to the Freesets today. Oh, a really fun one today. Because I was working on a custom preset for a client for a song, and I'm utilizing some of the techniques and some of the methods, but I'm making it extreme. This one's called Super Scooped. Shall we? Okay, here we are over at the Helix. I'm using my usual gate settings. I've got a Kinky Boost, and there are 2 snapshots, clean and heavy. I'm on the clean right now, and the Kinky Boost is bypassed. But when I push the expression forward, you see what happens with the drive, and the boost comes on. So that's when we're in the heavy mode. We've got a split happening, and since the clean amp is on the bottom here, we are currently split B100, which is the secondary path. And when we go to the heavy snapshot, it's A100. So we're using each amp individually and separately. These are the RevGen Reds settings. That's the top amp. Super heavy, super fun. And when I push the expression forward, you see I go from 6.0 to 7.7 on the master, and the aggression goes up as well. So does the bias. That's another important factor in my lead sound. The bias always increases. And on the bottom amp, none of that stuff happens because it's just a clean sound. Now, the first of the, EQs. Now, this was, I don't know why I have these snapshot enabled, because I don't think they change. Oh yeah, they do change. Between the clean and the heavy, there's some differences. Not in the mid-range though. The mid-range is still being pulled down 100%. That is the 1K, I mean. And when we come down, you'll see that our path goes all the way over to here, and then it goes down to the secondary, or to the, it's just basically a continuation. But since the Helix is made up of 2 separate DSPs, each one has, like, the top controls the one DSP controls the top, the other controls the bottom. And that's why I separate them this way. That way I can have as much stuff as I want on the top and as much on the bottom, and I don't run out of DSP. And I can have 2 IRs, which kind of are, they take a lot of horsepower. Did I say horsepower? A lot of horsepower. Now, the IRs are my custom Marshall, of course, because that's all I'm using these days. It does everything I want it to do. And I've got them set up separately. The bottom path is a little bit more top-endy, less bottom-heavy. But of course, this one is also not terribly bottom-heavy either, because the low cut is 150 hertz. Now, there's another EQ. And this one is just removing a bunch of 855 hertz, so more mid-range. The next one bound on the bottom path, is removing a bunch of 750, 240, and 80, so a lot of mid-range and some bottom end. So we're really, really scooping this thing out. We've got a dual pitch happening, only on the clean snapshot. And then 70s chorus, also only on the clean. Go to the heavy. Heavier the clean, the reverb stays the same. and I push the expression forward, get more reverb. So fun leads. The outputs, I've also set those up so that they boost the signal when I push the expression forward as well. That's the final factor in my lead boost formula. It's, a little bit of the kinky boost, with the boost of the kinky boost coming on and off. Very important. And then I also have the master of the amp model, the aggression, and the bias. And then the final bit is the outputs. So combine all those factors together and you get a very cool, very present, very in-your-face lead sound. So let me grab a guitar. Oh, I've got to connect some cables here first. I need to run some mic cables. There you go, everybody. Another fun Freeset. I'm just going to send all the ones out from last week and this week at the same time instead of wasting anybody's time with the two that I had last week. I'll send them all out and over this weekend because I just didn't have the energy to do any more after Wednesday, after the Name That Riff. That only one person got, by the way. So still available in a few places. Facebook, somebody got it on the YouTube page, I believe, but I posted in 3 places on Facebook, 3 different Helix or Line 6 type forum or pages or whatever. So go do that. Get a free preset. Good times, including the IR, which is my custom Marshall IR. So I'll be back tomorrow. More fun free sets for the week, and then Name the Riff on Wednesday. So come on back. I'm hoping to be feeling good all the week. I mean, that's my goal every week, but sometimes you hit your goals, sometimes you don't. So thank you so much for watching and donating and buying my presets and just hanging out with me, keep me company in this thing I loosely call a career. So I will see you tomorrow. And until then, rock on.